Yo, 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 what's going on? It's the NRW, where nerds rule the world. It's your boy, Kuya P, aka Patrick Michael Strange. Today, I'm interviewing the star of HBO Max and Crunchyroll's To Your Eternity. I'm talking to Fushi, y'all, Mr. Jacob Hopkins. But before we get into that interview, check out the trailer right now for To Your Eternity. Here we go.
それははじめ球だった。ただの球ではない。ありとあらゆるものの姿を写し取り変化することができる。私はそれをこの地に投げ入れ観察することにした。不滅のあなたへ。10月放送開始。
Boom, there you go, the trailer for To Your Eternity. You see him on the screen right now, Fushi himself, Jacob Hopkins. Boom, boom, boom. I'm throwing up air horns right now. You can't hear it, Jacob. It's in post because I didn't want to deafen you, but we are celebrating because I'm super excited to be talking to you, brother. Welcome.
Well, thank you so much for having me, man. I'm super hyped to be here. Again, we talked about this before recording, but I love that background. That is so sick.
Hey, I checked out episode 1 and 2 last night, just in preparation to get down with this, and I enjoyed it, man. I'm not much of a new school anime fan. I'm more old school. I'm an older guy. I'm not going to tell you how old I'm at, but my daughter is hardcore anime. And so that was one of the things that wanted me to do this interview, is because I want to connect a little bit more and enjoy some amazing anime with her. And so I can't wait for her to share this with her. And it was a little depressing in the first episode.
I was about to say, I was like, and how did that make you feel?
Yeah, but I connected with it because I'm curious. I'm really looking forward to checking out the rest of the series, and congrats on season 2. I saw that announcement.
Thank you. Yeah, we're getting that next year. Like already, we're getting that fall 2022, I believe. So yeah, that's awesome. I'm super excited about that.
I love it. So yeah, it's something I really I'm invested. I want to know, because now the dog is now you, but it was a stone. All of that. It's crazy weird concept. How do you explain this to your friends?
So what I say is it's kind of like I feel like this really takes a lot of inspiration from many like mythology stories, which there is this immortal being that's been cast onto the earth by some sort of higher power. We don't know exactly what the beholder is, whether he's a god or a demon. He's just some powerful figure with these godlike abilities. And he creates this orb, this being, and he casts it onto the earth in a world where nothing is immortal, right? So this being has to grow and learn as a human being. So it starts off as an orb, and then it comes into contact with a dying wolf and turns into that wolf once it dies. And then it meets this nameless boy, which you see behind you. And once that boy dies, it turns into that boy. And that boy is Fushi now. So that immortal being can change into forms that it comes into contact with, and it receives stimulation and growth from. And then it can turn into those forms, and it uses those. It's sort of like Fushi is almost like a library of knowledge. He will eternally retain the knowledge of the entire planet, is what we think his goal is. We're not quite sure exactly what his goal is at this point. It's still kind of confusing because the beholder is keeping the audience, and keeping Fushi himself in the gray. We feel like there's some sort of higher power that Fushi is meant to inherit or take over, but we'll see what happens. Wink, wink.
Yes, I love it. I think that's why I like it so much, because I'm a big mythology, history kind of person, and I love the way it's made up, the construction of this. With, as you don't know how old this character is, how long it's been, and we're gonna go along on this journey. I'm super excited for where it's gonna take us. And just listening to you right now, I have to say I can see why you get so much voice acting gigs, man. You've got that nice silky voice, man. I love it. Trying to do a little bit more myself with voice acting. I'm an actor as well, but yeah.
Nice.
Okay, I can see why you cast him here. So shout out to those casting directors listening to this. Good job.
Yeah. Hey.
So how did this project come to you? Were you already like? I'm assuming because they knew you from Gumball, or how did this role come to you?
Funny you say that, because I remember in one of my recording sessions, like I think I was like 5 episodes in, one of the representatives from Crunchyroll came on the call and listened in to a little bit of the recording session. And halfway through, she was like, Jacob, you're doing such an amazing job. I got to hop off, but real quick, I just want to say, you're doing so great, and all of us over here at Crunchyroll, we love Gumball. So I was like, yeah, all right. So the way anime works, like how the project actually came to me was they sometimes do auditions in like seasonal batches. So this was the spring batch, spring 2021, and there was like To Your Eternity, Tokyo Revengers. Those are the ones that stick out to me. I think there was like season 2 of Demon School was another show. And then there's like My Hero Academia. So like all these shows were like part of the spring batch. And then, there's like winter batch and so on and so on. So I auditioned for all of those. And that's how those batches kind of work, is the agents send them to you. And then there's like all these different shows, all these characters that you audition for at a time. And Fushi was among one of them. And I think like it was like a really quick turnaround. Like 4 days later, I believe, I got the call saying, hey, you booked your first anime role.
Hell yeah. I love it.
Yeah. And it's been a journey. It's been a blessing. I actually just wrapped the last recording session for season 1 a few days ago. And I don't know if I'm going to release this, but I have this really funny picture I took where like I'm crying because I'm sad the show is over for season 1, but it's such an emotional finale. And I took this picture of myself because like there's a scene where I have to cry. So I actually brought myself to cry.
I love
it. And right
it.
after I did it, I took a picture of me crying, holding a thumbs up.
No, I love it, man. We need to put more of those images out there. Guys can cry. There's nothing wrong with that. I'm such an empath now, especially once my daughter was born. I wear my emotions on my sleeve. I love it. No, do that, man. Share that.
This show is so good. It's so emotional and so inspiring too. Like I know there's a lot of sad things that happen, but there's so much strength that comes out of it, and yes. I feel like that's such an important lesson to learn. Me, you, everyone in this world, we've gone through some sort of trauma or tragedy, and there's a strength that we get emerging from that, and that's really what the show is all about. Fushi's gonna live forever. He's not going to die. I mean, that's not a spoiler. That's like blatantly stated right off the bat. He's immortal.
Yeah.
And to make that kind of story interesting is it's not about like, it has that aspect of like how powerful he can get and stuff like that, but it's totally not like a Dragon Ball show. It's mainly about how he's going to deal with that. Like he knows he's going to live forever. He's going to make all these friends that are going to be with him for the rest of his life because he can transform into them once they die, but they're not really there anymore. So it's about like how he deals with that, and that's the strength he receives. And I think that's such a beautiful message, man.
Oh man, I agree with that wholeheartedly, completely. That's so beautiful, dude. And I gotta say, as an actor, filmmaker myself, and with you as an actor, you're doing such amazing roles. That brother, like with this, just by this anime, you're gonna be living forever with this anime. You know what I'm saying? I'm sure it's gonna be it's already a classic now. People are dying for season 2. Everybody knew, the manga that it was based on. It's and just you were Gumball, bro. Like just these amazing roles that you're choosing and getting. You're gonna live forever, and I love it. This is why we do what we do, right?
Oh yeah,
so
in a way, I'm kind of like immortalized in the show.
Yeah,
Yeah, but I'm super happy that this is gonna be like a part of my life for the rest of my life. It's so cool.
Heck yeah. I can't wait for you to travel once we're out of this pandemic, the convention show circuit.
Yes.
I don't know if you've done that yet. I do a lot of conventions.
I did a few before the pandemic. That it was mainly for Gumball though, but
Okay.
I'm really hoping that I'm actually seeing a lot of conventions are slowly coming back.
Yeah.
I think San Diego Comic-Con is coming back this year. I think I heard that it is. Yeah. There's going to be some precautions taken, but I always love doing conventions, man, because that's like a chance to really connect with the fan base, and in hearing those stories, which I've definitely heard in the past, where people say like the projects you do change your life. That is so impactful.
Yes.
In my mind, it was like, oh, I thought I was just, providing entertainment, making people laugh. I didn't know that people really thought so deeply about the things that I do. And and that's a really touching moment, really touching thought to think about. Yeah.
Heck yeah, I love that. I love that. So beautiful. So with that, I hope I can see you. I do a lot of convention shows, so hopefully we can link up in the future.
Oh yeah.
I can, give you a high five, man. I love it.
Yes,
so with this as an actor, because we're in this pandemic, you've dabbled as in front of the screen, but now with voice acting, you've built yourself now into the voice acting. Perfect kind of job now to have during this pandemic, since productions really can't get together. How has that been for you? I'm sure you miss getting on set and meeting and collaborating really with other actors, but just the difference for you, pluses, minuses for you in regards to acting.
Yeah, I was able to go do a few episodes for the Goldbergs. Actually, for those of you who don't know, I play Chad Kremp on ABC's Goldbergs. Yeah, and during the pandemic, many precautions were taken. Lots of different precautions. I won't get into like the whole list, but we were all safe. No one got sick. We're all good. And they're actually still going. They're on like season 9 now, which is insane. But I did do a couple episodes for season 8, and that was super fun. I was able to get back with the cast and crew and everyone. Voiceover wise though, it is actually kind of easier because, voiceover has always been a more easy process. Because me with the experience of doing leads, it really only takes like 2 to 4 hours to record an episode. Whereas if you were going to be on camera, it's going to take like a week, depending on if it's a half hour or like an hour show. And so it's definitely much easier to manage. And especially, I made the choice when I'm in Arizona right now, but when I was in LA, in California, I made the choice to go back in the studio to record for To Your Eternity, because I got to do it, man. Like, you got to be in studio. Yeah. But now that I'm in Arizona, I'm recording from home.
Oh, awesome. I was getting ready to ask if you had a home setup.
Yeah. I got a home setup. I got that Whisper booth. I got that Newman TLM 103 microphone. Sponsor. Yes. But yeah, man, it's still super fun either way. We are in a pandemic, right? And that's sad. But there are like I talked about, the strength you find, the joy you find in these times, and it's still super fun to do. I'm super fortunate. I'm super lucky to continue doing what I love during this time, and I'm very grateful and super happy to be a part of awesome projects like this.
Heck yeah, man. And you kill it. I love it. I love it, dude. You're killing it. I can't wait to see more of To Your Eternity. And and congratulations. I saw Gumball, the film. I was just checking out your Twitter.
Yeah. Dude. So I swear I know nothing about that right now. I gotta like rewind here. Back in February of this year, Cartoon Network had tweeted out that that a Gumball movie is in development. Like that's all they said. And people were like, oh my gosh. And they were asking me, are you going to be a part of it? And I was like, I don't know. They didn't tell me. And then now, like only a few days ago, they tweeted out again, not only is there going to be a Gumball movie directed and executive produced by Ben Bocquelet, the creator of the show, but there is also going to be a new Gumball series. It's not only going to be on Cartoon Network, but it's also going to be on HBO Max, and it's headed by Hanna-Barbera Studios.
What?
So it's like all these amazing announcements, and yeah, and people are, and so I replied and I spread the word, but I still like have no idea if I'm going to be a part of it.
Yeah.
And none of us over here at the original cast do. I was talking to my buddy Toro Ransom Jr., who voices Darwin. I was like, hey, what's going on? He's like, I don't know.
They gotta bring you guys back.
They gotta though. I'm thinking they gotta, because like it was released on Deadline too. There was like a breakdown of what the movie's going to be about. They didn't really talk about much, but they did say that there's going to be there's going to be a ton of things for new Gumball fans and a ton of things for old Gumball fans.
Oh, there's the key.
Thinking, well,
that's
yeah,
key.
I mean, come on, that's key, right? So fingers crossed, really hoping, I get to make an appearance back, maybe as like an older Gumball or just something like that.
Yeah.
But either way, I'm super, super happy that this super funny and relatable and family oriented show is coming back. People have missed this show for so long, and it did end on like probably one of the worst cliffhangers ever. Like people are like, come on, but I'm really happy it's coming back. They said that the movie is going to be an end to the original series, and then the new series is coming out. That's what they said on Twitter. So I'm thinking, like, I'm hoping I get to come back somehow. But if I do, the entire fan base will be the first to know.
Hell yeah. I love it. I'm psyched for you, dude. Fingers crossed for you.
Yes, fingers crossed.
Please do. My daughter and I used to watch Gumball all the time. That's another one of our shows. So really had a lot of fun checking you out in that, brother.
Thank you. Thank you.
I want to talk one more project real quick because you have a leading role in it. Carolina's Calling.
Yeah.
Can you talk on that real quick?
Yes. So Carolina's Calling is a film directed by Michael Sakala. It's starring Antonio Sabato Jr. And me, myself, Stacey Dash, Savannah Moss, and a great cast. And I can't say much about it, but I can say a little bit of the synopsis. It's about an extraterrestrial who finds his way onto Earth. And
I like this. I'm all about aliens.
Yes,
about
sir. And a band of misfits have to join together and help him on his way back to his journey home. So it's sort of like an ET story. It's very family friendly. A lot of great morals and teaches, and it's a very beautiful movie. Should be coming out soon. I'm not entirely sure when. I'm thinking either end of this year or early next year on a streaming platform. But I'll definitely keep all you guys updated on that.
Hell yeah. I'm going to have to reach out to the studios because I want Jacob back. I want to talk about this film because aliens, that's right up my alley. With it being called Carolina's Calling, just because I graduated from Goose Creek, South Carolina.
Congrats.
Is it South Carolina, North Carolina? Or is Carolina a name of one of the characters?
I think it's supposed to be, it's like the setting. I think it's supposed to be in like Southern Carolina, I'm pretty sure. Oh, because my character has a Southern accent. So does Stacey Dash. So,
all right. I love it. I always rep South Carolina because, graduated there.
Yes, sir.
Jacob, man, I love this. I love To Your Attorney. I can't wait to finish it out, and all the best wishes with Gumball and Carolina's Calling. Anything else you want to say to your fans and my fans that are now fans of you that about projects you have coming out? Just anything we can highlight before you go.
Yeah. Well, there is another project that I'm working on. It is an animated series. I can't say much about it. I think it should be coming out. Maybe an announcement should be coming out in about a few weeks or a couple weeks from now. But I'm super happy to be talking about that. And let's just say it's going to be one of those things that I'll be doing for years to come.
Oh, I love it, dude. I need your agent. You got a good agent. You're killing it. I love it, man. When
Thank
that
you,
drops,
CEST. Thank you, Sam Frischman.
there we go. I love it. When that drops, I'd love to have you back. We'd love to talk more on it. I know you've got things to do, but this was such a pleasure. One last question. I think I still got a little bit of time.
Yes, go for
I
it.
am the NRW where nerds rule the world. Are you a card carrying nerd?
I am.
Okay. So if you were to give a nerd TED talk on any nerd subject in particular, what could you give a nerd TED talk on?
All right, I'm gonna give a nerd tech talk on myself here. All right, I grew up a huge anime cartoon nerd, right? Star Wars, Marvel, anime galore, and I was like, "That's what I want to do," and then I did it. So don't let anyone tell you that nerds don't do rule the world, because they definitely do. They definitely do.
I love it, Jacob. How can the fans reach out to you? What are some of your socials? And I'll have it also in the description below.
Yeah, my Twitter is Hopkins Jacob 5. My Instagram is Hopkins Jake, and yeah, that's it. That's all there is right there.
There you go, my brother Jacob Hopkins. He's amazing. Check out To Your Eternity on HBO Max and Crunchyroll. Check out Carolina's Calling when that drops, and this new anime project. I'm a fan, and also Gumball, of course.
Yes,
Jacob, you are truly a delight, man. Wish you nothing but success. Your boy Kuya P. You can follow me at the legend Kuya P on everything. I'm following Jacob. Make sure you do all the follows. It's also in the description below. But we are out of here until next time. The NRW, Jacob Hopkins, Kuya P. Nerds rule the world.
Peace, guys. Have a good one.
There we go, brother.
Hello, everybody. My name is Jacob Hopkins. I'm on NRW promoting To Your Eternity and a new animated series that I'll be talking about very, very soon.
Hello.
I love your background.
I gotta represent.
Dude, that is sick.
Definitely. Had to put myself like in the middle.
Oh, that is so cool, man. That's awesome. That rocks.
Hey, bro, I appreciate it, man. Thanks for joining me today, man.
Oh, it's my pleasure, dude. This is so cool. I'm sorry. My mind is blown. I'm really happy to be here.
Thanks so much, dude. I know you only have a little bit of time because you have another project you have to get to, but yeah. So thank you again, man. Let's have some fun. Quick.
Of course. Let's do it.
All right. So I'm going to be coming off of the trailer. I already pre-recorded an intro. So yeah,
sure.
let's talk all about what you got going on. I'm excited, man. Yeah, let's have some fun.
Yes, sir.
All right, boom, boom, boom.